good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Little trouble thus far in their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now a give left side for Chubb. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb.
They'll get this down to the 38.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
The Bears at 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fighting Taysom Hill, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing. And he lost the football. Touchdown, Bears. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football. But maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
26.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Hey, pick 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Hey, middle. Hey, middle. Hey. You at
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taysom Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Takes it to about the 37.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. And he fends him off. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Jackson on 1st down. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Quez Watkins with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they're wanting to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Rodgers, a free play. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tyquan Thornton from 21 yards away. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down into the
No, we changed it.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On. No, no. 13. Yeah.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
We change it.
To throw again is Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, little. Hey.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
You X.
On 4th down, Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Chubb on the read option. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A.J. Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the round is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Rodgers. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. Touchdown! Dawson Knox from 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a bit closer. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Hold on, ready?
Now Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jackson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taysom Hill, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. The Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
13. Hey! It's up! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up and go! Sit up! Hey, man, report! Sit up! Hey! Report!
Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over on their own 41. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Alpha, what? No. Hey, move.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick six for Bears touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Have the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers' hands. That's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's a give to Jones running left. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson.
And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, report. What it is? Hey. Go. Report. No, we changed it.
4th down, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down.
And he gets this to Thornton.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll run wide side with Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick six for Bears touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Elliott on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows?
He's got a man, complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Chicago,